Hello, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So today, me, Marasaka Binti Shahril, and my group want to share about file sharing peer-to-peer application. So as an introduction, peer-to-peer computing or networking is a distributed application architecture that partition tasks or workloads between peers. Peers are communicating with each other and no reliance on a central server. Equally privileged and same functionality at the application layer among peers. So peer-to-peer application target the diverse solution, cooperative computation, communication, exchange, digital currency, DNS, content distribution, and storage distribution. Peer-to-peer have two types, which is centralized directory and BitTorrent. Centralized directory is the directory server collect this information from each peer that become active, thereby creating a centralized dynamic database. And BitTorrent is communicating protocol for peer-to-peer file sharing, which is P2P, which enables users to distribute data and electronic files over the internet in a decentralized manner. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Ahmad Syafiq Ali bin Mat Nasram. Today I will present about centralized directory, which is the types of peer-to-peer. What is centralized directory is the directory server collects this information from each peer that become active, thereby creating a centralized and dynamic database. So next, Napster was the best known example of this type of P2P application. In this design, the P2P file sharing service used a large server or server farm to provide the directory service. The P2P application contacts the directory service, informing the directory service of its IP address and the names of the object in its local disk that it is making available for sharing. When an active peer obtains a new object or removes one, it will inform the directory server, which will update the database. Another way, another way the directory server update is by periodically sending message to see which peer are still active. And when it determines that a peer is no longer connected, it will remove the peer's IP address from the database. So next, how to search file. The first one is client connect and queries to the server. Second one is server return a list of matches. Third one is client connects to the client hosting the file. And the last one, allowing private transfer.
The advantages of Napster is first, it is super simple and easy to use. Second, the search is handled by a single server and it allows private transfer. Next, the directory of server is a single point of control and it provides definitive answer to a query. As for the disadvantages, the server has to maintain state of all peers, and as the directory server is a single point of control, the server gets all the queries, and meaning if there is no directory server, there is no Napster. The second application is BitTorrent. BitTorrent is an internet transfer protocol that is used to download files from the internet. It is similar with Hypertext Transfer Protocol (HTTP) and File Transfer Protocol (FTP). The difference is BitTorrent is a distributed transfer protocol. BitTorrent peer-to-peer protocol finds users which files other users want and they download pieces of the files from those users simultaneously. Thus, the transmission rates are faster than HTTP and FTP, as both downloads files from only one source. In 2005, it is estimated that BitTorrent accounted for about 35% of all internet traffic. After spiking in early 2008, BitTorrent's popularity gradually declined as internet speed increased. During the same time frame, streaming services like Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime dominate the market with low-cost downloads. As a a result, BitTorrent's 10% share of all download traffic in North America in 2010 dropped to 3% by 2000.
So, BitTorrent is downloading a file in chunks using tracker identifiers, which is initial systems that has 100% of the file. It said which machines have some chunk of the file downloaded. So basically, if I can be simplified, let's say I am a fan of K-drama and I want to download the episode of K-drama from website X. Unfortunately, I have to wait such a long time to fully downloading the episode. So instead of wasting my time waiting the downloading complete, I go to BitTorrent website and search for the episode of K-drama that I want. Meanwhile, another fans of K-drama or another user, let's say this is me, and this is another user, download the same file, which is also search for the same file. And I download another piece of torrent file and vice versa. It can be said like a full set of puzzle. I download A or red and he download B or blue. So once I finish download with A, my tracker will track if he finished with downloading of B, and if yes, we share a piece set of puzzle, and we can get the full set of puzzle without downloading all piece of puzzle. And the advantages of BitTorrent is faster speeds compared to Keza, connection efficiency, reliable, many search engines to find files. Meanwhile, these advantages is difficulty level of starting a torrent to share, hurts music, movie industry, more complicated process to download files. That's all from us. Thank you.